Today it's all about Murlocs. As you can see, we got 3 different Murloc decks here. I just kind of threw them together. They use most of the Murloc cards that are available in Classic. You might notice that my rank has dropped significantly. That was basically just from testing. Pretty tempted to keep this. I think I'll just stick with this whole hand. Yeah, not sure what deck list is going to work out the best, like what class is going to be the best. I actually think Warlock is probably the best Murloc deck, but it's a little too close to Zoo. Wanted to do something different. So not expecting to win a ton here. However, ooh, this is interesting. What I'm hoping for is that we find something that's just like halfway playable for Murlocs. I'm not sure we can afford to hold on to anything. Hopefully he doesn't have War Axe. But yeah, all these decks, yeah, it's too bad, seem not very competitive from my limited testing, but we'll see. We're in this for the fun of it. I think we'll just go ahead and draw here. It's really hard, what I've found with these decks, to just get Murlocs on the board so that you can buff them with any of this stuff. But we do have a lot of burst in this deck. Throughout the deck list here on the right side, I'll change it over when we go and play some other Murloc lists as well. Now, this isn't great for us, but it is probably one of the few times we actually want to lava burst a minion. Just keep pushing face damage here. This is probably also one of the hardest matchups. What I've found from the little bit of testing here is that maybe I just do that. Nah, I think we get something on the board. Is that Murlocs are just slower than any kind of good aggro, and they're not chunky enough to manage to do any kind of board control. So it's basically like less aggressive than Hunter, less board control than Zoo. And you have to play it kind of that way. You're sort of scrapping for board control, but ideally you'd actually like to hit face if you can. It's just that you don't get the opportunity to do that all that often because, well, Murlocs suck. I was also kind of surprised going back and looking at all the classic Murlocs. I remember them being a lot better than before. But looking at what they've got there, they are just bad. And what is that? Grizzle Geezer and Mr. Rosie. Good to see you both back for this horrendous experiment called Murlocs. I found zero success in testing these things, but I'm hoping by the end of the stream there's some semblance of a Murloc deck that we can scrounge out somewhere. I did stream last night, yeah. A little bit later than now. I guess, I think I started about 3 hours after now. Rosie was saying that there was no alert for him, no like notification that I went live, so maybe it just kind of bugged out yesterday. 30% win rate incoming. Man, if I get 30% today, based on what I've seen so far, I would actually be pretty happy with things. Hopefully we just get a taunt here. Well, I don't see how we win this. Yeah, I guess it was just bugged yesterday. Thought I was a late night streamer. I mean, I'm figuring things out still, I think. Not sure if I'm going to be... Oh, okay. Not sure if I'm going to be shifting a little bit earlier or do most of my stuff in the evening. I'm not even going to bother with the draws there. Yeah, I'd been doing most of my streams a little bit later the last few days, but I'd kind of turned my sleep schedule around a bit, so we'll see. I'll probably be bouncing around a bit until I find something I'm more comfortable with. Yeah, so we might go ahead and update some of these decks as well. If we find something that's a little, like, actually halfway decent, then, yeah, I might go and update these lists. But I'm going to at least try it out for a few games, see just how bad it is before making any changes or just abandoning it totally. I'm going to keep this in case it's Zoo. Probably good for... Knife Juggler, something like that. The cheeky screenshot of the deck. Yeah, I ended up taking your... Camps covering your rank. What did you make it up to? Sorry, I'm jumping between comments. Yeah, so I added the screenshot pretty much based on your recommendation because it's a weird list. Yeah, I don't think anyone is or should be running it. As far as rank, we're, I guess, down to, at this point, we actually dropped this, gold 5. So, I think we made it up to, like, gold 3 at the end of last stream. And then from my testing, I dropped all the way to gold 5. And I was like, okay, well, probably the best time to just go hard in on Murlocs and, you know, playing Miranda rank that you can't drop from. Yeah, exactly. Won't lose ranks at 5. Exactly. That is my thinking. Well, we're probably getting into like Hellfire range. So I'm not sure it's great to just spam it with those things. I guess we'll just get damage while we can. Another option would be to totem. But I think we have to play this quite aggressively and hope that we win off of, like, spells to the face. Drop from gold 1 to 5 trying that Malagos Priest. Man, you were dedicated to that thing. That's unfortunate. We are running Hungry Crab, which is just really to top off the memes. Now, I think we do want to smash into this. I don't want to give away the bubble because of a Hellfire. Just wondering what we do about these two. We get 6. Let's see, what are we going to put him to? We'll put him to 16. Yeah, I think I'm comfortable just doing this and kind of waiting. We'll push damage here. We can actually get the taunt a small buff. This is out of Hellfire range. I like it. He's the Hitman? Oh, he is the Hitman. Uh-oh. What is it? Agent 47? something like that. I never played the Hitman games. What do we got? We got 8, 11, 13, 14 if we roll spell power. I think I am just going to start crushing face. We could do this to be like efficient in that we're getting the spell power damage now. But I'm going to hope that we just draw into more. Wanted it to work at least once. And did it work at least once? It sounded like it probably didn't. Just tap. There we go. Easy game. 50% win rate. It can't be a bad deck. Well, you got one win but didn't do the combo. That's always the worst, eh? When it's like a game that you'd win anyway, you get to your win condition, and it's like, oh, I guess my board just carries me. Very unsatisfying. It's kind of how I'm feeling about these Murlocs from the little bit that I've played. It's like, when the deck works, it's because you didn't draw your Murlocs. The spells are better, the Squire's better. Yeah, just kind of everything else is better. I think this is all good in the matchup, actually. This is probably our turn 1. If we can eat the 1/1 with this, it's great. Lightning Bolt. We'll see. See what he's playing. Or when you have the combo in your hand and your opponent concedes. Yes, that is probably even worse. Coin double Squire is pretty juicy. Coin Murloc Tidehunter's good too. But then he probably just equips an axe and starts killing stuff. But then we end up with a 3/4. We're playing Murlocs. What are we thinking? Of course you play the Murlocs. If he gets an axe, he smashes this. You end up with a beefy crab. Nothing wrong with that. Right? Push maximum face damage. Eat this little guy. Not bad. I'm going to take this long turn of thinking to mean that he's in shock and awe at the size of this crab. Or he's just going to kill it. You know, one or the other. I think we're just rolling a totem. Taunt. I don't normally want to make trades in this deck. But with the Flame Tongue, I think you kind of have to. You got to do just a little bit of board control here. Like sometimes the Rock Bite or Lightning Bolt is kind of a board control thing. But yeah, ideally you're just pushing face, I think. It's in such an awkward spot, like between being aggro and board control, though. I don't know. I don't know how you really shift it to make it halfway decent. He's really thinking, though. Okay, he does have the Flame Tongue, so it looks like there's a good decision to trade. Now we got some questions. Because like a rock biter or a lightning bolt into this is nice, but I think I'd rather have totem loot hoarder. And then just lose out on damage. So you're still retaining this for damage on face for what you're giving up here. I think that's better. 1/1's not great. Trade bubble or let's see, if you hit any lightning storms it sucks. Otherwise he's gonna hit. I guess you just take the 1 damage. Not sure if he'd be hanging on to a lightning storm at this point or if he's just hoping to draw into it. Doomhammer, okay. Actually pretty nice for us. He's only at 4 mana next turn. Murloc. You're probably not doing that now. So again, we could take this out. I do like spell power. He's had a couple more draws to get his other flame tongue. I think we're still just gonna go face though. Doomhammer Rockbiter is like 10 and then followed up with another 8, maybe 10 if we can retain the spell power. It's going to be tough to get through though. Why is it so hard to play Murlocs? This is terrible. I think it's just Doomhammer Lightning Bolt. I could also hit with those. Maybe that's better. I think that is better. So we're still pushing a bit of damage every turn with the hammer, but I don't know, now we can't play Murlocs because we're overloaded. Yeah, this sucks. Yesterday you got to see your son play. Oh, nice. Like, this was the first in-person one, right? It was weird. They only allowed people in there if their name was on the list. Huh. 2 names per player and only the home team. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, playing with no crowd, but I mean, I guess that makes sense. Plus your... Wow, did we just win? Oof. Nasty. Yeah, plus you're like the most important people who've got to see the game. Yeah, still nothing to do with Murlocs. That's why we win. But yeah, probably felt weird if it's if you're used to like a big crowd, big turnout, and just there's only a few people cheering. I know watching NFL games last season, it was really jarring. Even just as you watched the game, they would you know, some stadiums had limited capacity and some just wouldn't allow anyone, but they would like inject noise into it. So there'd be like a big play, you know, they gain like 30 yards and it's just like a light murmur, and then you could just feel someone like push the crowd noise button and all of a sudden it like erupts in this really like unnatural cheer. It was odd. So yeah, being there in person would have been probably even stranger. Yeah, the fake crowd noise felt, I don't know, just too unnatural to work. I understand why they did it, because listening without the crowd noise also felt weird, but yeah, I think I would have opted for just nothing. The Madden video games do it better. It's actually true too. Okay, well, we've got Murlocs. We're forced to play him. I think we're actually in decent shape against Handlock. I mean, it's so much damage, or we can force one card overdraw. We're a damage guy. You can always force overdraw later. Favorite team is Buffalo. I've been a Buffalo fan since I was young, and finally they're actually good now with Josh Allen. I was there in like the Trent Edwards, J.P. Lossman days, and it's refreshing to see a not shitty Buffalo team. Yeah, you're right. It actually is a 66% win rate, and I think this matchup is not bad for us. We could push 5. That would be, what, another 5 is 10. I don't know that we want that much damage, do we? And he's still got 8 cards. I just don't know if we want to trade this in first. Or if we want to do like 8 damage. What is the ideal amount? Probably 8. I don't want him getting Molten Giants yet. If we could have bursted him down a bit more, I might have. Yeah, overdraw. I'm not sure if it's better to overdraw now. I guess now that he's played a coin, it's pretty tough. It just wasn't like a juicy overdraw, you know? It's like, oh wow. We would have got 1 card. Could have ended up being better, though, the way that went. Yeah, now giving him draw actually kind of sucks. I think I just want these 2 out. The taunt is huge here. Do we take the risk? I think we do. Get him into Molten Giant range, but we've got lots of draw for burn. We got to do it early, too. We got to get him down before 9. So we can't play like a Jiraxis or something. Wow. Okay, this is a race, alright. We got 5 damage. Can't roll a totem for lethal. God, we almost draw into it. Do we axe and hit him in the face? I don't think we want to give him more draw, because he could draw into a Farseer. There's a good chance he already has. If we get him down to 5, I don't know. But then there's a good chance of getting Lava Burst as well. This is tough. If we get him down to 5 and he heals up, then we need a spell power to kill. We've just got the 2 Lava Bursts, and that's it. I guess, and Rock Biter, but it's got to go through a taunt. I don't know, my gut is telling me it's Axe Face. But it definitely might have been better to play the Cold Light there. Okay, there's the 8. We just need spell power. It's a 1 and 4, or if we play that, we don't draw into lethal. Perfect. He's got 17 on the board. What are the chances he has 2 damage? Very high, I assume. What are the chances we win if we lightning bolt one of these? Very low. I think we'll just roll the dice here, but I'm assuming we're dead. And Argus kills us. Oh? I guess he didn't realize an Argus kills us. Still no lava burst. And there's no way to get any extra card draw. I think we are dead. Okay. Yeah, he did end up with the Argus, but I guess he was just so focused on not dying that he wasn't looking for lethal. Pretty common mistake. Oh, do we gotta restart? Maybe? I think so. Close Hearthstone. Yeah, you can see the same way if it's available. I don't know why, it's somehow more satisfying to do. Clicking the button feels like, you know, the coward's way out. It's like, I'll take my lethal head on. Okay, let's do one more with Shaman before we shift over to. So we've got Paladin and Rogue as well. I played one game of the Paladin deck against a Freeze Mage. It felt okay, but it was against Freeze Mage, so it's like really hard to tell when they're not really fighting for the board. And I haven't even tried the Rogue deck, so. Yeah, I'm more excited about the Paladin one than I am Rogue. I had a really hard time even whittling it down to 30 cards. I feel like this is a bad matchup. This is a good card, but it's only good if we've got a 2-drop Murloc, and they're so good at killing anything with 1 health. That's also good with that, though, so that's fine. Really giving us the 2 drops. I'm gonna go with this. I think part of the success of Murloc is like comboing them all together on the same turn. So building up a bit of mana and drawing some more might work better. Oof. If we ever get that luxury. Wow. Okay. This isn't too bad. If it's just on its own, it's not real good, because him actually trading there is a big problem. But however he decides to get rid of this is probably kind of okay for us. I take it back. That's horrible for us. Did we lightning bolt the armor smith? I think so. Ah, but it's so sucky. This is so bad. Alright, we're doing it. I don't know. I don't know. Try to pick the best of a couple horrible options, I guess.
Let the pain speak to me.
Okay. Do we wait a turn? It's actually really bad to give him card draw. The worst totem too. I think if we would have got a taunt totem, I was going for that just because I think we need to get very lucky to win the game. And a taunt totem there would have been quite helpful if he doesn't have a weapon. Yeah, nice totems today. Man, this is... I mean, I would love to blame our position here on the totems, but we can also be real here. This is just ugly. As strange as it sounds, I don't want him to hit that and then execute it. I can't believe that that's our execute target, but I think it's our biggest minion. That's why we run 2. Okay. Well, Doomhammer is actually really good in this matchup. If we can get like 16 plus damage. So we'll start on that early. It's not the worst time to get some early Murlocs out, because if he just takes care of one of these, you buff him next turn. I would like the card draw, but I think the damage is more important. He's also already used a whirlwind, so less easy to deal with this. I'll take that back too. Okay. We're gonna go for a strange strategy here. I don't want this to get Harrisoned. So we're gonna push damage fast and early. And we're never ever gonna deal with Baron. So he can't armor up each turn. Or he negates his armor up, basically. And then we just spell damage him down from our card draw and win the game. Sound good? Sounds good.
So many choices.
Just no shield block. That's... I guess he's also into Alex territory next turn. Okay, and he wants to push face damage. That could mean like a Gromosh Whirlwind next turn. There's the ooze. Okay, so it was good that we got the early attacks off, but we kind of needed the 4 damage each turn. Great. Great. Sure, and then just pray. I mean, it's possible he doesn't have 3 damage, but it seems very unlikely.
Maybe.
Because even just, right, like he slams face, Gromosh into face. Getting is just going to kill us. Like, he doesn't even need an activator. I guess that's an easy thing to miss, though. Maybe he's forgetting the 2 damage at the end of the turn. Wouldn't mind that. So no Alex, no Gromosh. Suppose we got a chance, then. Ooh, that's bad, because now this thing's dead. He is. He's forgetting about the 2 damage. That thing would have been dead. Okay. We absolutely have to drop. We might actually lightning bolt this thing. I said we were going to ignore it, but... Change of plans, right? So this will be 3, 5, 8 damage. Yeah, the misplays, I know, it's, 2, 3, 5. Yeah, I think we have to do that. Okay, so now it's either Alex to save himself or Gromosh with an activator. Dang it. It looks like he had it for a long time, though. Yeah, because he could have just Gromoshed the last turn and won. Well, it's a testament to how bad the deck is. It's a 50% win rate. Let's go over to Paladin. We'll update the, it's this one. There we go. Okay. So this one is a little bit more board control heavy. You know, you got buffers, Blessing of Might, Blessing of Kings, Argent Protector. I don't think that's great here. You're hitting like a 3-attack minion, but I'd rather fish for a 1. Not the best one. I guess we could coin play that. Alright. We're all playing weird decks today. I can't believe... Yeah, this is why we run Light's Justice. I don't think it's worth coining that. Even though it probably would do something against whatever weird pirate deck he's running. Interesting. Tide Caller and Tide Hunter. I think I like that better. We'll be a little bit greedy with the crab. Honestly, Argent Protector is pretty good too. You know, I think I like that better because you could just backstab that. Now he's actually got to like hit it, waste a backstab, and then we're left with a 2/2. Or else we buff it next turn when it's actually relevant. We still get the Hungry Crab off after. I think the big board clear we have to worry about is probably a Blade Flurry. So if we get this to 4 health, it's unlikely that he gets it off. No, I still think this line with the Hungry Crab is better. Maybe we do that next turn. Buff, eat, board control. Oh man, look at this. This is what Rosie's been talking about for days, is the Murloc Paladin. Oh my god, and we're both running Cold Lights and he's buffing my guy. Didn't we say yesterday everyone's running meta decks? What the hell is this? We got our own. Yeah, this is wild. I think what we want to do is hit this and Blessing this. Just a little bit more protection against a sap if we were to dump it all there. Why did we change to Paladin? Well, we got 3 Murloc decks to get through today. We got Paladin, Rogue, and Shaman. And yeah, there's the sap. And Shaman, I feel like we saw what it could do. It just felt, well, unsurprisingly weak. It was quite bad. Ooh, this is tough too. And yeah, I kind of just have a gut feeling that this one is better. So we could do a few things. We could Bluegill and War Leader and kill this. We'd also Bluegill Argent Protector and hit with Face. It leaves this alive. It's not great though. I think I just like this. I'm gonna swing once with weapon. We've got like 3 more weapons in the deck. I'm not sure that we need one more swing. Okay, I'm alright with this. Okay, another swing might have actually been good.
For justice. For justice.
I'm actually going to play this. I was going to Protector the War Leader, but I don't think that that's right. I think we do get rid of the bubble. We'll drop the War Leader. A lot of what he's got is going to be hitting with his weapon. And if he's using like Eviscerates on this, oh, this is the Blade Flurry. Damn. Wow. But this is fine with Consecrate. Yeah, we don't really need the card draw. And it could be detrimental to give it to him. Let's do this. This seems fine. Guess you could like Leroy Shadow Step or something. Oh jeez. Or Shadow Step Cold Blood. Okay, we need 1 more damage. How do we get 1 more damage? Oh no, no, it's a tie game. This is so sad.
This is my responsibility.
Man, that's crazy that that Lepronome kept it as a tie. The game won't even resolve itself. I probably have to reboot it again. Oh, no, there we go. Tie. Had to really think about it. Keeping us at 500. When 2 meme decks collide, I guess this is what we get. Alright, probably a real deck here. This is great against Handlock. Oh, gonna leave soon today. Pretty tired. Hope Murlocs are at least somewhat decent. Yeah, thanks. And I'll yeah, have a good night. See you tomorrow. Still appreciate you popping in for a bit. Seems weird to throw away a true silver, but we just have to be more aggressive early. This is even fine against Zoo, I suppose. But this will definitely be good against Zoo. The early pass. I'm going to take 1 swing at face. It's not like a huge deal what we end up doing with this thing, but still want to try to maximize damage. Okay, we can get into that later. I guess we just hero power. Kind of wanted to roll that out. We are going to need quick damage. I mean, we could overdraw, but I don't think that's great. I actually think just we kind of want to spam cards out of our hand. Protect this thing against the Mortal Coil. And this will still be useful even if it's just drawing like 3-4-ish cards. Okay, I don't think we run a silence in this deck. What's he got now? I really wish we could Cold Light into Divine Favor. And what can we put him down to? With this here, 6 puts him down to 13, 12. I'd actually rather just hit with these two. Yeah, I'm not sure Peacekeeper's worth it here. I think I'm going to go for the draw. It's going to be annoying for him. It's going to set up Divine Favor. Is there any reason to coin this thing? I think we just equip this to lower the number of cards in our hand. Yeah, I like this. Put him down to 14. Equip something. Still not great for Molten Giants. Alright. Yeah, we'll see. Probably coin a 3-drop in Divine Favor. He gets 1 giant out. Okay. Well, that's not bad. We Aldor that. Coin Divine Favor. Now this deck doesn't have a lot of direct damage or anything. It's lots of buffing. But with one of those out, I might as well swing. There's not really an effective difference for him between 10 and 11, but 1 damage could actually be relevant here. Interesting. Buffing the giant back up. That's a smart move, actually. Okay, so we've actually got 6 damage here with the Murloc. I didn't put anything for like an equality or anything like that. 300 IQ, no kidding. That's actually an interaction I didn't even consider until he did it. We might have to True Silver just for the heal more than anything. Like 18. We're dead to a Soulfire either way. You know what? I think this is going to look really dumb. I feel like the chances he has a Soulfire is so high that we have to kill off the owl. I mean, chances are he's just going to taunt anyway. Like, we've got 6 damage if he doesn't. But, like, we could have never double consecrated next turn. Oh, he does have a Soulfire, but with Thanatos. You have the equality consecrate combo in your deck. I mean, it might be better here. I'm I'm certainly not convinced that this is the best Murloc Paladin. This is just something I threw together. So I actually had it in there originally, and I forget. Like, I think I put it in. I'm looking at the list now. I put it in, and I don't know. I'm running double Hungry Crab, which is not good. You could just swap those for equalities. Maybe that's what I'll do after this game. Against Rogue. Divine Favor could be good, but it's good like after he plays Gadgets in. You might be dead anyway. I think we just want to go for like early damage, and this is really good. The guy that does 1 damage after you cast a spell. Is that, I think I remember the guy. Is that like the 2 mana 2/3? That, yeah, I can't remember the name of him either. Hey, Nolan Knox. I saw you followed at the end of yesterday. How were things? Good to see you coming back. Does 1 damage after a spell skip. I'm really curious what that card is now, because I can't think what it is. Yeah, it was one of your bots, but it was busy, so you lurked. Well, I'm glad you gained some kind of sentience and made your way back today. Glad to hear you're doing good. Yeah, doing good. No complaints. We're running Murlocs today, so we're here to lose. We're not here to impress today. But we're trying to find if there's any kind of semblance of a deck here with Murlocs. My inkling, we did Shaman earlier. My inkling is that Paladin has a chance to maybe not be the worst thing ever. You're gonna look it up and we'll be like, oh yeah, that guy. Yeah, you're probably right. Because when you give the description, it's like, that does sound like a Hearthstone card, but I couldn't tell you what. I think we just do this and push for damage. This Divine Favor can really save us later. Came back recently since they brought Classic back. I mean, that's what brought me back too. And like, I think a lot of us were talking about it. Like, it's you know, you come back to just like hang out, get some nostalgia, whatever, and then it ends up being like, wait, no, this is super fun, and I want to play way more of this. Oh, the Wild Pyromancer guy, you mean? Yeah. Okay, I got what you mean. Yeah, Wild Pyromancer, quality, all that. Like, that's, I think, a typical, like, good Paladin. I've got, like, a control list that runs those. I think maybe just equality is still worth running. Because Pyromancer, I don't exactly want to wipe my own board if I can help it. Ooh, this is tough. I dropped these two in Divine Favor? I think so. Yeah, it's weird. Classic is just... it is just fun. And it reminds me of why I fell in love with this game the first time. Okay, we've got 6 damage here, which we're 100% going face with. It's really unfortunate we don't have 8 mana for next turn. Do we hit this? Do we hit face? This feels right. See, he can't take that out with his hero. He might be forced to trade. I'm guessing he's got a spell to deal with it. Like even a Shiv or something's going to kill it, but... I don't know, makes it a little bit more difficult. Play a little bit of BGs, but can really only play on weekends. I wanted to get back into Battlegrounds. I played it, not when it first came out, but I don't know, a year ago maybe, something like that. And I enjoyed it. But then I got away from it. I don't know like any of the new heroes or some of the new card types, things like that. But I think I will get back to it. Okay, so we're probably dead next turn. I don't want to cold light though, in case we're not dead. So I want to heal here. And then I think I'm going to eat my own Murloc. Very strange. Oh, could a hero power for the 2/2 first? Actually, that's... Or even just play the guy first. If I wasn't going to eat him. That was probably better, but... we are dead, yes? Yes, we are dead. Dang. Been a little stale lately. They haven't done any big updates. Yeah, I know they're a little bit slow in rolling things out with Battlegrounds. Certainly heard that. It didn't end up mattering, but still, good point. I actually didn't see it, so it's good that you said that. Maybe I got to take that into account. A different game. I think this is the first time I've seen Medivh in forever.
Let the games begin. I will fight with honor.
So it's almost certainly Freeze Mage. It usually is. Cold Light is like a double-edged sword in that. I've seen some Temple Mage though, but even Consecrate's not like great against Temple Mage. Just because it's not going to kill worms. Alright, there's our Sword of Justice. Imagine not playing classic skins. Yeah, the only one I have set up, I don't even know why, is Tyrande. I don't even know if that's how you say it. Yeah, I have her set up for the priest one, but I don't even think I have any other skins. Like, I'm not even sure how you get skins. That's how far out of it I am. Okay, we'll do this. It does look like Freeze. But yeah, it's really jarring, like playing against some of these heroes that are like the beefed up versions of the original. It's actually not as bad to see like Medivh or something. I don't find it like as jarring. But when I see like big scary Gromosh or like super cool Gul'dan, I'm like, wait, what the hell? Why don't I have that? You can get them for free sometimes. Okay, yeah, I think like Tyrande, because I have her, I seem to remember she was just like a free giveaway thing, and then Medivh you had to do something to get, but it was something really easy. I think I will hit, beef this out, drop this after. A little bit more resilient against, I don't know, a blizzard or something. If you get to level 100 on reward track, you get to pick one. Okay. I don't know how far 100 is, but I feel like last I looked that was like 20 or something. Oh, I think we just die. Do we want a Divine Favor now? Probably. Pretty mana efficient. Okay then. Let's check the history. They giving away a few just for logging in. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I just missed those times then. and Tyrande's with the expansion. It sounds right. I seem to remember it was either the first one or one of the first ones. And it was funny because it was priest and nobody plays priest. Guess we'll do this. Maybe I should have dropped that. Now they give ones if you buy mega bundles. Oh, okay. We got 3 months to get to 100. I feel like I could do that. I don't know how much progress slows, but it seems to be going quick at the moment anyway. Well, this is not great, but I think I'm going to do this. This is decent damage because we have the war leader. It does buff that at a ping range. I'm guessing he's just gonna like flame strike. Maybe not. I probably actually want this for the heal. Because if he like Alex's, we might have a turn after that. Do I drop one of these? I'll drop one. I won't drop that to play around board clears. Get so irked playing against Freeze Mage. It's yeah, it's not the most fun thing to play against. It's one of the reasons why I really like Control Warrior, is you kind of feel like it's cheating against Freeze Mage. Like, it's so unbelievably lopsided in your favor. And the fact that it exists actually keeps a lot of people from playing Freeze Mage, I think. Interesting. Wow, this could have actually been useful in some other way. Well, let's do this. Actually, we have 11, 14, 17, 18. I think we do kill that. Pretty much have to. I should have dropped that. Not sure it would have mattered, but I probably should have. Yeah, this just doesn't look good. I'm not sure if we hit this thing or what. I guess. Love Control Warrior back in the day. Yeah, going back to it after Classic, like, I enjoyed it back in the day, and then going back to it after Classic, I'm like, this is easily my favorite deck. Easily. Every 5 levels the meta changes. Yeah, I was kind of thinking about this. Wow, I can't even heal with True Silver now. I think I'm just going to give up on this one. I am going to put in those equalities, though. Yeah, I don't know if it's every 5 levels or if it's just like every day. I'm not sure if you've like ranked up super fast and noticed a change in it, but it kind of seems like, where are they? Some days people play like sillier kind of stuff, and then some days people are like super try hard. Oh, I should actually I think I can update this pretty easily. Because yeah, the last few days, all it's been is Warlock and Druid. I swear, that's like all I ever play. But today, I don't think we've even faced a Druid today. Alright, there we go. Slight change. Played to Plat 10 last weekend with Druid. And then I switched to Zoo because Miracle was killing you. Okay. Interesting. Zoo to dominate and still zooing now. But you hate playing it. Yeah, one of those, I don't know if I can be greedy and keep this. Well, I can be, and I'm going to be. But I don't know if it's smart. Yeah, Zoo I actually don't mind. I find it's like one of the more fun, I don't know, fast decks to play. It's not really aggro. And it actually like requires some decision making, you know, it's not totally brain dead or anything like that. But it's far from my favorite thing to play. It's definitely not as satisfying as something like Control Warrior. I feel like if I win with Control Warrior, it's more on me. And I feel like if I win, a lot of times it's just the deck. It's like, it's good. Can't lie. Yeah, it does have a lot more decision making. And like I always talk about it when I play against it. Tons of people play it as an aggro deck, like just face. They're like Elven Archer, blast you in the face, all that kind of stuff, and it's really not that good. But yeah, sometimes it does. It just sort of plays itself. It's like if you curve out and there's not much to think about as far as board placement, like where your direwolves are. It's like, okay. Sometimes in the mirror too. I think that's when I feel the worst. Playing a mirror matchup, and I feel like I didn't make any decisions. I just drew better. It's like, wow, this other guy's probably pretty peeved at how that went, but sorry. I think I do this over that. Feels like this one we actually have a chance to win at, even though this isn't a great position. Play a funky list with that guy who absorbs Divine Shields. Oh, the Blood Knight. Yeah, I think I saw one person since I've been back to Classic run it. It totally threw me off, except he did it, and then I top decked BGH and just blew him up. It was like, sorry. I think he ate like 2 Squire shields. It was like, oh, okay. I guess I didn't have to play around it. It's good to keep this for like an armor smith or something. But I don't want to give him... I don't want to give this up. This does play into Brawl really nicely for him. But we can follow it up with Divine Favor. And you always keep him on 6 for that reason. Yeah, that was the thing. One of the Squires was mine. And so I wonder if he was trying to keep it for 6 and then just, you know, couldn't do it. Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. Because, yeah, as soon as he played it, I was like, oh, shit, I'm dead. And then 2 seconds later, I draw. Okay, sorry. I win. There's probably not a much better time for Consecrate. The Light's Justice is fine. I actually think this is better.
For justice.
Oh, hi, Cat's back.
I have no time for games.
Sylvanas. Okay. Well, it actually annoyingly counters the Blessing of King's play. Dang. Well, he didn't have Brawl before. Or at least he didn't play it before. There's a decent chance he does now, but this is a lot of damage. And he still can't kill Sylvanas off of this. Another getting. Him taking damage is not great for him, though. Part of me doesn't want to kill the Geddon. That's the thing. This is tough. If I equality consecrate, I can drop this, and then it's got a good follow-up for blessing a king's next turn. But I could also just peacekeeper consecrate. But then he can bump it, do the 2 damage. The thing is, he's hurting his own face by doing that. I don't know what's better. Is right. The thing is, he's on 8 next turn. This is a tough turn. He's on 8 next turn, and I think there's a good chance that he's gonna do a rag play next turn. We've got... Could also just let him do it. No. We've got the 2 consecrates. So equality consecrate with a rag would just like murder him. And we do have a chance to draw into bluegill. Yeah, I'm not sure if that was correct, but feels right. Oh, but right, he takes 2 damage. He actually can't tap and kill it. No, I'm miscalculating here. Yeah, in my head that was still 1/5, and so he just bumps and then deals the 2 after. Hi, kitty. Okay, I think I will swing. Do this, this, this. Just try to... Try to build a board here. Surprised he didn't kill the Baron off. Yeah, I guess because he did shield block, he's feeling more comfortable. He might have an Alex here, is my thought. And then he just... is fine taking 2 damage every turn. But if he doesn't have an Alex here, or doesn't play one anyway, then I'm a little surprised. He's at 8. I think we have to probably kill it off, right? We could draw bluegill and win. Right? I'm not crazy. That's a win. Because we still have a charge on that. Bump it up to 7. Swing face. Woo! Yeah, he was punished for it. I actually feel like this deck has some potential to it. It definitely doesn't feel tight. You know, sometimes you play a deck and it just feels right. But this might actually be the best class for Murloc. Again, aside from Warlock. I think Warlock is clearly going to be the best. It's just like a shittier version of Zoo is what you end up building though. So I don't even want to bother with that. Both True Silver and Aldor are good. They're just slow. We'll be a little greedy. It's a bad deck. I think you need to hope for good draws. Surprised you didn't run into any Murloc Warlocks. I don't think I have either. Maybe one. I know I've ran into... guess I'll just hero power. I run into 1 or 2 Murloc Shamans, but... yeah, I'm not sure if I had a Warlock. I'm not too surprised, though. I think people know it's a pretty bad deck. Especially at this time. I think when the game first came out, you're not totally sure. Because, like, the synergies are obvious, so you think, okay, let's try this out. There's also lots of cheap cards with it. Or if you, like, happen to get the one legendary Murloc, you're like, yeah, I gotta try it out. But at this point, I think people just, yeah, probably know it's pretty bad. I wish you could have stayed the Druid the whole time. Oh, you don't have a Golden Druid? I don't know if I do, actually. There's a few classes I don't have golden with. But it's one of the ones that, yeah, I feel like is worth getting golden with. Harrison Jones is a good first legendary, actually. I really need to get something on the board. But I don't want to rush that out, and I don't think that that's great. I don't need the cards now. Never played the game enough. I mean, it's tough. 500 wins is a shitload. That's like about 1,000 game average. Like, I played this game an unhealthy amount when I was younger. And that's the only reason I have any golden heroes. I don't think it's really a badge of honor to to have them. It's actually kind of embarrassing in some ways. I don't know if I just blessing and hit this or if I peacekeeper and ignore it. I didn't think it was good back then. I was salty but didn't know anything. Yeah. I think we just peacekeeper. I mean, these things are still pretty big. And then we end up killing this thing. Pretty resilient against swipe unless he's got a blood mage. Friend is every golden hero. Yeah, how he's got the time to do that. Yeah, what was the quote? Was it Bobby Fischer? What the fuck? Punished for having 4 minions. Okay. I don't know, some chess player, and I'm gonna get the quote wrong, but it was something like, you know, chess is a, I don't know, a gentleman's game or something. Knowing how to play chess is the sign of a gentleman or something, but being a master of chess is a sign of a life wasted, something like that. It's like, God, that's dark and depressing, but not exactly inaccurate either. I think I'd rather true silver instead of blessing. We'll do some kind of board trading and stuff here. Still feels good, but if he's running an MC Tech, I don't really know what else to prepare for. Very depressing, just felt a slight draft. Yeah, I don't know. I do like the quote, though. I think it's I think it's a good one. What do we do here? Divine Favor is not going to do us much. Bumping the 2-1 here is fine, but then it's like no blessing a king's target. I actually think we should just be drawing. This game's going to go longer. We can start to prep for a Divine Favor by doing this. And we're still not dead to combo. Seems fine. Okay, still not bad, because we can take that out with the weapon. I feel like we just play that in Divine Favor right away, though. Actually, drawing a Blessing of Might would be really good. It would help us clear the board. What do we drop this on? Put it there or put it there? Not sure that it matters too much. I think you just put it on the bigger body. Might as well do this first. There's the Blessing of Might, which is great because now we're trading off. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Used to be some deck that killed you from overdrawing, if that was classic or not. Yeah. It was the. I don't think it was classic, or at least not not an effective one. The Mill Rogue, and it used Gang Up. I think it was. You like. I think it used other stuff. It used like Gang Up and Shadow Step and stuff. But you play it on the Cold Light, and then it draws a bunch. I think there was a Mill Druid as well that used like Naturalize and some other stuff. But yeah, I don't think there was ever a good classic list that did it. But people might have been trying like mill decks back in classic and just not pulling them off super well. But yeah, there was a time where maybe Mill Druid was actually the best one when I played. But I definitely remember seeing both, and they were so obnoxious to play against if you played like well, one, you couldn't run many combo decks. Oh Jesus. Because yeah, you just were never guaranteed that you'd get the combo. And then yeah, anything that was more control oriented, you got punished so often. And this guy just dealt with everything very well. But the fact that we have a Divine Favor here kind of makes things fine. I suppose you just spam all this out for the extra card draw. There's a pretty strong argument to keep this, but I'm just going to do that. Yeah, you're thinking of the Gang Up one? Okay. But yeah, Mill Druid and Rogue, I think we're both kind of annoying to play against. And now the equalities come in handy. Yeah, this deck is not total garbage. Do we actually... Could we win here? No, we don't have enough mana for all that. Do we Light's Justice hit one of these? 14... 16, 18, 20. We're already dead to like the super innervate combo, so if we hit there, that's 4. Wait, does this give us lethal? No. No, we are one off. Okay. Well, that has to be lethal. What do we have, though? 10, 11, 12. Well, we got 10, 11. That would have been lethal there. Whew. Yeah, I didn't expect him to have it either, but he was running an MC tech. He didn't use any combo pieces, so I think that was more of just a ramp druid than it was like a combo or token druid. I know some are kind of like a blend of the two, right? They use wild growth, sometimes even nourish for either card draw or mana gain, but then they don't run all the expected kind of big stuff. Then they go more into tokens. I don't know if I need all of this. Honestly, this is better because of ping. I'm assuming it's Freeze Mage, so we want Divine Favor, but I think this is just a horrible deck against Freeze Mage. Now the third time I played it. First time off stream, and other two after, but we'll see. We might have a shot if it's if it ends up being tempo, which happens occasionally. Your list can't beat Freeze Mage. Is it actually a Murloc Paladin list, or is it just your like standard Paladin list? I could dump all of that. I don't know. I'm probably going to need to push more damage in the long run. Oh, your Zoo Divine list can beat Freeze Mage? Yeah, I think Zoo is favored Or at least has like a decent win rate against them. And it doesn't run any owls. Okay. Yeah, I've at least got the one owl in it. We're mana inefficient if we go all Murlocs here. But on 4, I actually don't hate it. I think it's pretty good. But yeah, I think it's good because you can push a lot of damage fast. And it's also really good at refilling the board, right? You're always tapping. Card draw is not really a concern. But yeah, I could see... Oh wait, but you said it can't beat Freeze Mage. I'm talking like it can. I feel like... I feel like it should have a decent matchup against Freeze Mage. Oh, this is so mean. I really like this. Milling against this is so good. Okay, and we know it's a blizzard, which is just hilarious. In the super off chance that it's vaporized, we'll start with that. Man, we might have a chance here. Okay, and a flame strike, so he doesn't have much board clear stuff. That's actually really good for us. Oh, but he's running Cone of Cold. Pretty uncommon choice. 610 damage. I don't know how much we care about the Thalanos. Not sure how much we care about Divine Favor either. I think I'd rather Blessing of Kings a Murloc and just beat the hell out of his face. Because we know he's down 1 Blizzard. 6 is a Blizzard turn, and with spell damage could suck. But I think these are kind of dead anyway to ping. So you get close, but they seem to have every answer. But that's your hidden passive, top deck perfect answer when playing against me. That's just the way of card games, I swear. It's like, I know in my heart, alright, let's make them draw a whole bunch and then Divine Favor. I know in my heart, you know, it's all just RNG, it's all balanced, whatever. But goddamn, I can't shake the feeling that, yeah, stuff just happens that shouldn't. Wow. Okay. I'll take it. Wow, this deck does not suck total balls. Well, we'll keep going until we lose one, and then I'll jump over to Rogue, see how that does. I actually don't think that's exclusive to card games either. I feel that in life. I feel that in other games. Man, it is rough sometimes. Which Rogue? It's a Murloc Rogue. This is all Murlocs today. And I haven't tried it yet. It looks terrible. I think it's probably way worse than this. The Murloc Shaman, not good. It can win games, but it was not good. But yeah, the Murloc Rogue, it was like, I don't know. Yeah, that's the emote that we're going for today. That just personifies our day. Hey, chill. This is honestly not bad, opening like this into this. It's a very swipeable board. But we can actually push a lot of damage before he gets there. If anything, you're going to throw a lot of people off. Oh, well, with Wild Growth, I suppose he could just get there right away. But you know what? We're playing Murlocs. It's a risk we got to take. Yeah, you do get the advantage of throwing people off. To an extent. Like, I think the Cold Lights are probably the... God damn it. I think that's probably the biggest draw of the deck. Right? People are like these Freeze Mages, they're drawing all these cards, that kind of thing, and then all of a sudden, like, you're overdrawing, or like, oh wow, this guy still has a ton of card draw left. But everything else about this deck, I think, is just complete trash. Oh, interesting. I could Lights Justice this, but I think health is too important in this matchup. I'd rather do that. went against one aggro rogue, didn't mulligan for it, and he clapped you. I played a tempo rogue in one of my streams, thinking that it might actually do decent. Like, oh Jesus, it's got that surprise factor, and I didn't actually think it was that bad of a deck. And then after playing it consistently, like, yeah, you can win the odd game just by like good draws. But after continuing to play it, I realized just how bad it was. I think it had the worst win rate of anything I've played so far. This is so sad, though. But he plays out a Ragnaros, and we answer with this guy. How is this guy expected to take on Ragnaros? Even his face just... It looks like he's actually staring at Ragnaros in the picture. Oh, I can't. Yeah. Sorry. If we can't even get off the Divine Favor unless we like double Light's Justice. Well, we'll play out one more turn, but I think this is the end of the road for Mr. Paladin here. Okay. He's drawing lots of cards. It's good for this, right? So you're just trying to find a working Murloc deck? I mean, kind of. oh, you want to see the cat? Sure. More than anything, just goofing around, I would say. But my goal... Yeah, we're just dead. My goal at the end of this is to find, what would be... Or if there is a somewhat viable Murloc deck, and then maybe we'll run it at some point down the road. Even tried it higher ranks. So far, I'm thinking this Paladin actually has some potential. I might come back to it in the future. All right, looks like a reboot. And I can show cat while we're rebooting. Man, so many crashes and stuff, or just the game hanging, I guess. Launch it back up. There we go. Did I find it or make it myself? I just made it myself just this morning, so no proven success. No, not tons of thought put into it. Alright, here's cat. Hey, buddy. Hi. Oh, yeah. Oh, the internet wants you. Oh, yeah. There we go. I think we even have... There we go. Grumpy cat. Oh, yeah, grumpy cat, huh? So grumpy. Okay. Yeah, almost time for her to eat, and actually it's still like an hour away, but boy, she will let me know, that's for sure. Alright, let's see this rogue thing, see if it's got any potential. Yeah, she's not super fond of being picked up. She'll put up with it. Like she's a friendly cat. She doesn't like bite or scratch or anything like that. Not on purpose anyway. But yeah, she loves attention. She will just like absolutely fawn over you for attention. But if you pick her up, it's a little too much for her. Okay, I like the ringleader. Eviscerate's actually not bad. I don't know if this is going to be more... I gotta look at the list now. It's a lot more face-oriented, but we're going to have to do some board control stuff. I don't know. Let's try something like that. I really don't know how I'm supposed to play this. Yeah, she is funny. Like, even this morning, she jumped up in the bed, climbed up to my face, and meowed right in my face just to try to wake me up. She'll do stuff like that, And then if you get too close to her, like even if you just like cuddle up with your face next to her, she has this sense of personal space where she'll like fight you off and run away. But she will sit like, you know, always within arm's reach, like right by you, expecting pets all the time. We get 2 cats. One needs to be all over you. The other, yeah. And the other's like, don't touch me at all. I had that growing up, the exact same thing. One that would like, you know, meow outside your bedroom door and just like, she'd like, we lived out in the country, she would like kill mice and like bring them to you as a gift and all that kind of stuff. And then, I think this is better than bluegill. And then the other one, it's like you could touch her when she ate, and that was it for like 15 years until she got super, super old. And then she's like, all right, you know, now that I'm old, you can touch me. Okay, I guess we'll just go into draw. I think draw is just a lot better for us than them. We're trying to kill them before they get combo anyway. But yeah, cats are funny like that. You never know. Never know what kind of cat you're gonna get. I think I eviscerate this thing. Man, so far I don't hate this deck. This is interesting. Kind of funny, the one, if you touch her, she immediately moves and starts licking when you touched her. That's like so insulting that you're too dirty to have touched her. That's really funny. Alright, swipe. Wow. Looks like we could play Murloc if we want. I actually don't hate it. Good draws too. Okay. Mill a combo piece? Nah, just a Yeti. Grandparents had a farm. 10 outside cats. Anytime you walked out, they'd mob you for pets. Most of them were actually wild. You didn't buy them. Yeah, because we lived on an acreage, and so we didn't have like farmland or anything like that. Okay, hold on. I actually have to think about this because we got spell power too. We get 3. Oh, this is crazy good. Wow, does this not suck? And we can get 4 damage off of this now. Might as well. Crazy. Yeah, so like our neighbors were farmers. They had tons and tons of land. And yeah, they had a barn that was just the cat barn. Like they had tons of other barn stuff, like a ridiculous amount of land. But that one, yeah, it was like, I don't know, 30 cats or something, and they would just like run around, get eaten by coyotes, and you know, they didn't really care. That wasn't the point of having cats. The point of having cats was they were there to like catch mice on the farm, basically. Okay, if we play this, we have this for 4, and then run this guy in. And hero power? It's either that or Murloc. Murloc is 3. 3, 5, 8. Ooh. Ooh, it's nice. That's true, and then you just play that after. That's probably better. Oh, but then you get the hero power. Boy, I don't know. I think it's actually like equivalent. I don't think it really matters. It's all pretty good. Yeah, they'd get eaten a lot. But it was crazy for me because I was born in the city and then moved out to the country when I was very young. And now I've moved back to the city. And so for me, it was like, oh my god, like, yeah, farm cats, you just let them run around and like, right, they get eaten, like, that's so sad. Okay, this should be an easy kill. Let's just make sure I don't screw this up. No, super easy. Wow, this deck actually had a good game. Interesting. Yeah, so it was strange for me at first, but then, like, their kids and grandkids, the farmers, it was so weird to see how they, hey, GG, thank you. So weird to see how they treated cats, but also, like, livestock. So we have a program in the area. I don't know if it's just local to us. I actually don't know much about it because I wasn't doing it, but it's called 4-H, and you'd have, like, kids would learn to, like, raise livestock and stuff, like horses and cows and that. And the kids and the grandkids would, like, name their cows, like, ground beef. And it was like, oh, okay, hamburger, stuff like that. Like, they knew, they were very aware at a young age that, yeah, they're here to be killed. That's why we're raising them. That's what we eat. And, yeah, it was kind of dark, but kind of funny as well. And, you know, I hear lots of parents have to deal with that with kids. Like, how do you teach them about grieving and, you know, accepting? I think I'm just going to play this instead of the Tide Hunter. Yeah, what do you do when a pet dies and stuff? It's a good opportunity to teach about that with, you know, just the life and fragility of it and stuff. But that way I thought was, well, it was different, but kind of an interesting way to go about it. They made sure they weren't raising vegans. Yeah, no. But that was also, it's actually funny you even say that, because, like, man, the word vegan, I wouldn't have even heard at that time. You know, vegetarian, sure, but, yeah, I wouldn't have even known about it, like, whatever that was, 20 years ago. Your wife put herself through college from 4-H state fairs, hand-raising beef cattle and sold them after shows. Crazy. Yeah, all my, like, classmates did it, and I didn't really know much about it. Saved all the prize-winning ribbons. That's wild. Like, it's crazy that it's so successful. Okay, I think I'm just gonna do this. It's not the greatest board against swipe, but it is okay. But yeah, I know, like, the price of, I mean, cows for sure, but, like, bulls and, like, a good horse, like, anything that's gonna breed, that blew my mind when I first heard about it. Like, there is so much money in it, which, I mean, makes sense. It's, you know, pretty important thing to actually be able to raise livestock, but yeah, it was a shock the first time. See, the problem if I put this out is it's gonna have 5 attack and Sylvanas kills herself. I don't want that. So I think I'm just gonna start pushing crazy damage to face. It actually feels okay. I just grew up on a legit farm. Yeah, that's like what my neighbors had. And I never had a hand in it, but I would just, like, go visit. Very different life that they lived. Never even saw a cow in real life. Yeah, because I'm here in Calgary, we've got the Stampede. So, like, if you never see a cow, like, on the farm, they'll bring cows to the Stampede and horses and all that kind of stuff. So it's almost, like, impossible to avoid having seen one at some point. But there are a decent amount of people in the city who have avoided it for quite a while. I think we want the draw here.
Here we go.
I think this is fine. And just play Edwin. Friend's stepdad spent $6 million for a horse that they thought would make them money winning races and stuff, and it ended up sucking. Oh my god. I mean, I can't even fathom having that much money to begin with. And of course it's all, oh wow, this is nice. It's all relative, right? Like, $6 million for them, I'm assuming, right? They've got, like, crazy money to be able to do that. But just putting $6 million into anything, and then like the horse is just, I don't know, sleeping or just lazy and doesn't want to run. Like, I would fucking hate that horse. Like 50k race. I'm sure like 50k race, but I thought even the big thing about it was you do racing for a while, and then if you're like a successful race horse, then after that they want to breed, and so you could either breed it and sell the offspring for a bunch, or you could just sell it right away because somebody else would do it, which is insane as well. Guess we found the Druid Pocket. Yeah, found the Druid Pocket, and not only have we found the Druid Pocket, we found the Druid Counter, which is just like, what? How is this 2-0? Like, I'm surprised that this is working as well as it is. Would have been better off just buying index funds. Yeah, no kidding. If you know, $6 million over like 7 to 10 years, just double that to 12 million. I mean, Jesus, you could just pay for other people to retire. Pay for your kids and grandkids to retire off of that. Oh, we got a priest. First priest of like forever. I don't think I want Cold Blood. It's going to be a little bit hard to combo. And by the time we do it, he's probably just going to like Holy Nova anyway. Yeah, new class. What is this? I don't know. This definitely isn't Classic, though. This did not exist in Classic. Played hundreds of hours, thousands of hours. This class. Didn't see it once. Still not actually sure if this deck is good or if we're just drawing really good. Because, like, this opener is just mean. Talk about a deck just playing itself. We have like 18 damage this turn if we want. Now he does have coin, so he could coin Holy Nova, which means we shouldn't play the Ringleader. But do we trade off into the 3/3? Probably. And do we eviscerate? Maybe, maybe not. Card draw the face is actually not horrible. I think I'm going to do that. It's a little bit strange. It's a lot of damage. Coin Holy Nova deals with two things. Murkai's great. We got face damage there. Hero power. Should be okay.
Is someone injured?
Do you like to play with fire?
I mean, I guess he might have more. There's the power word. Okay. Yeah, there it is. This is the guy you're trying to think of before. Oh my god. How far in it? We've got 22 cards in our deck and he's got 13. I do think it would be especially hilarious if we just killed him right after that. It's like the Indiana Jones scene where the guy's flipping the sword around. You just pull out a gun and shoot him. He does have that Holy Nova potential. I don't think we can save these two for a combo, though, can we? Probably not. Let's just do this and start hitting face. I know he can just, like, heal it up and kill. But I'd rather he do that than heal his face. I wonder too, because you can probably do just about whatever you want at this point. Huh, he kills it off. Okay. I have to give this guy props. I feel like he's playing well. He's making good decisions. And he's playing Priest of all classes, which... Man, if you're winning with Priest, good for you. Thinks maybe I had Leroy? Yeah, how don't I have Leroy? Why don't I have Leroy? What am I doing?
Let me change your mind.
Uh-oh. Found this out today. So apparently they hide the opponent's rank because you go against those within your MMR and not rank. Is there a big difference between the two? Yeah, because I have Murlocs. Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. I'm playing a Murloc Tidecaller instead of Leroy. Obviously. If you're gold 4, they could be diamond 2. That seems kind of crazy that it would end up being that big of a difference. 7 man. I don't think we can win this, but we might survive one more turn and pull off some stupid combo. I was going to concede, but I guess we'll see. Yeah, it does feel weird that someone at Diamond 2 could have that low of MMR, but I guess it does depend how they do it. Alright, 20 damage. I don't know what we could get here. Because you can't kill that with deadly poison unless you hit it, but then you're dead. Let's just see what this does. I guess you can SI. But then you're still dead.
This guy's toast.
You do that. And then you have to abyss something. Ooh, it's so bad. Cool, we milled them. Great. Nice. I gotta give this guy a well play. Winning with Priest. Wonder why you couldn't see opponent's rank. Yeah, I did think it was kind of weird that they didn't show it, but I never really thought about why. Also helps. There's not as many people playing. That's true. Get priested. Yeah, what the fuck? How do we get priested? Beating Druid and losing to Priest? What deck have we uncovered? But yeah, I could see that. I think that makes sense. And honestly, it doesn't really matter to me. I don't know, seeing the person's rank or not. Because back in the day when you played, when there were tons of people, you were getting people that were your rank like every game, I think, or like within one. I think it was pretty rare that you'd even be like rank 2 and then maybe you'd start to see like a legend player or something. What? Cute. Turn 1, Sinister Strike his face. It's tempting. Okay. I guess we can combo those next turn. Yeah, it's nice to have spell power for that. In Wild, though, it's not uncommon to be Legend and play against Diamond. Yeah, I guess Wild probably just isn't that popular. Oh, and you can see that rank. So they, like, even now, they still show it in Wild? Because that's weird if they... Why? Because it's wild, it's wacky. The rank could be whatever. Like, who cares? Yeah, that's strange. But I'm not surprised that there's not as many wild players. Like, I imagine there's also not as many classic players. And the number's probably only going to go down from here, right? It's probably a handful for like this first month, and then next month I'd imagine it's going to be a lot less.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, not a billion people. Ooh, 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 ooh. Well, he could coin Consecrate next turn, which I'm not a fan of. But our balls are massive, so... It's not the worst. We still get stuff on board anyway. So to keep the Q times lower, they match with someone. Yeah, I can understand that. And I'm also not gonna be one of those people that claims, you know, the difference between Diamond and Legend is like giant either. I mean, there's a reason people are in Legend. They're generally better players, but it's not like, you know, a massive difference as long as you're both playing good decks. This guy does think a lot. He sure do.
Must move quickly. Tadingo.
Okay. Oh. Well, that just kind of answers it for us there then. There's still the potential for Consecrate here, but I'd say it's pretty low. Oh my god. I don't normally mind people taking a while on their turns, but I can't imagine that this is like that difficult of a decision on turn 4. Yeah, it was the perfect answer. I was thinking like, oh, we probably, you know, shiv afterwards, run some stuff in, but no complaints there. Yeah, cue the Jeopardy music. You got that right. I actually like Shiv Face. 2 damage is not bad. Card draw is very good. I don't know that I like double Shiv Face though. Get the extra damage off of the spell power. He doesn't know we have it. He's still probably going to target the 2-1 with the weapon. I don't understand why this deck doesn't feel like complete trash. Because I made a Tempo Rogue before, which means it was more like mid-gamey than this. But it was like so bad. And this is, I guess, like aggro Rogue. You're not doing much board control. But the Murlocs are actually, like, they're not terrible. I don't know. I might try to make a more just like aggro version of this and drop a few Murlocs. Leroy might be an interesting fit. Yeah. You know, the one card I really wanted to get in here was a Conceal. It was the last card I ended up dropping. I forget what I put in. But just thinking, like, you spam the board with a bunch of crap. Sure, like, something like that would wipe it out. Or a Consecrate or something. But a lot of times, Conceal could be, like, a good play before winning. But yeah, Leroy would be good, and then you gotta think about, like, Shadow Step and stuff. Alright, let me think. Do I want to Blade Flurry? We get 3, 6, 7... Blade Flurry Murkeye does seem good. Push damage next turn. We hit another floor. I might try some Murlocs just for the heck of it now. If you find anything, either if you start from these decks or you know, use them as a baseline and build something, or if you actually build something that works, I would love to know. Because I love the theme of Murlocs. I think they're hilarious. But, I don't know. They're still bad. I'm not going to lie. Alright, please draw lethal. Do we have enough mana? Easy game. Oh, we didn't even need that. Yeah, please do let me know. Or if you do end up trying this aggro rogue thing, I don't know, maybe tomorrow we'll just modify this. This actually feels just, I don't know, not tight, but it feels like there's potential here. The Paladin one, I don't think you can like get away from Murlocs and still make it good. I think it just, you might be able to make it a little bit better than it was, but I think it's still just kind of like maybe decent, you know? Maybe you can win the odd game here or there, but I don't know. Helping a rogue draw is kind of painful. But I think the rest of this is good. Debating if you want to play or work on your certification. Oh, certification for what? Oh, good. We just got another cold light. Data analytics. Yeah, this is fine. Is that like Power BI and that kind of working with those tools, or data analytics is very broad. Spreadsheets are SQL. Okay. Yeah, I did lots of SQL stuff in my days. Python's useful for any kind of scripting if you ever get into that. Do I mean, I coined something. If I coin this, this gets buffed. But the fact that he smacked that with his face makes me think his hand kind of sucks. Which makes me think the SI is better. I think I'm just going to go SI. It's a little safer. Our balls have shrunk. Grab it, pivot out of your current role. What's your current role at the moment? Usually people get into that stuff for like QA. So that's going to be my bold prediction. A people ops department. Is that just like DevOps kind of stuff? Build systems, Team City, all that fun junk. Small company want to move bigger. I see. I'm curious why. Oh, HR. Ah, okay. Curious, why do you want to move bigger? I worked at a big company, and I'll tell you, I hated it. I guess we do trade here. Want the experience so you can go into consulting after some time. Okay. Fair enough. I mean, you'll definitely get good experience from it. Now, one nice thing about big companies is generally, not always, but generally once you get in, you've got a good amount of job security. So, yeah, if you're just hoping to get the experience, it's a good path to take. guess we deadly poison. I think we deadly poison. We could bluegill and then drop this and try to force him to start doing stuff. I wonder if that's actually better. Like, you get totally destroyed by Fan of Knives. Like, Fan of Knives hero power, it's the worst. But we're playing so slow here, I actually think that this is just going to be better. We'll see. You go backstab, dagger, defias. That's better. That's better. I wish I wouldn't have. I wish I wouldn't have played so quick. That would have been way better. Yeah, take the damage, hit. And I don't know why I didn't consider a backstab hero power hit. Yeah, much smarter. Want to move out of boring old Ohio, go to Texas? Yeah, I mean, there's lots of good stuff in Texas. It's kind of worked out, fortunately. I still think your play was significantly better. Have to think if I want to backstab this now. Gonna draw. There's probably not a better backstab opportunity.
Here we go.
We'll do that. We'll hit that in. Might be able to do some crazy Murloc shenanigans. But I'm guessing he's got like gadgets in and all the parts he needs. We're just not going too fast. Yeah, the place I work for had an office in Houston. So I got like a little bit of exposure to it. And yeah, I remember lots of people are saying you could get like these giant homes that were just outside of Houston, but like 2,000 to 3,000 square feet, like just enormous, for like $500,000, 400,000. These ridiculous places. You get a swimming pool, all that, and yeah, I guess business is pretty good there. You get a lot of options in Texas. Of course, they've got the oil and gas stuff like you'd expect, but then lots of newer tech, I think, is popping up there as well, just because cost of living is a bit cheaper. They can pay employees a bit less. Nobody wants to be in like San Fran kind of thing. Wait, you're saying ridiculous square feet? A house is 2 to 3K. Yeah, for me, man, here in Calgary, a lot of places. Now, this is not everywhere in Calgary, but if you're going to get a place like that on the outskirts of the city, like a $500,000 home is maybe like 1,500, 1,600 square feet, something like that. And a place closer, not even like downtown or anything, but just in like a more busy area, pushes like $1 million. It's just crazy. And you just can't get those like, well, I shouldn't say you can't. It's hard to find giant places like that. Okay, I think this is fine. Someone needed to put an offer on that'd be like 900,000 in Ohio. That's crazy. Only 300,000 in Texas for the same thing. Jesus. Because Texas doesn't have basements. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean that'll factor in as well for sure. But yeah, no, 2,000 to 3,000 square feet. That's especially 3,000. I mean 2,000, I guess, is somewhat reasonable here. But 3,000 is like, I don't know. You gotta like build it yourself now. Yeah, location is a huge thing. At this point, we'll have to see. But we're certainly considering the possibility. I mean, COVID makes moving anywhere else a lot more difficult than it was previously. But we've got the option of going to a lot of different places now. And yeah, we might take it. This is interesting with the Violet Teacher. I think we just start pushing face damage. There's not much we can do there. I think we do this and hope that he trades in with the hope of just mitigating damage to our face, buy us some more time. And then just, yeah, see what we can do with that next turn. I feel bad though, your house is 3,100. Jesus, and it felt small at times during lockdown. With 2 kids and pets. Yeah, I mean, with that many people, it's gotta, like, you know, unless you're living in a castle, I have to feel like that's, it's gonna feel cramped to just about anyone. Hey, there's like 4 people in this stream, and one of them could be living in a castle, okay? Do we actually have enough? I'm not calculating, I'm just pushing all the buttons. I think we're 1 short. Really? Oh, so sad. Yeah, so close. I think we'll keep it as Murlocs today and just finish out the deck like this, but this does feel like what we're going to build on for tomorrow. Live in a rural area in South Carolina. Not very expensive compared to a big city in Canada. Yeah, for sure. And like, it also depends, you know, when you bought as well. Like, I know lots of people who bought not even that long ago. I guess before 2008, right, is kind of the magic number. Actually, I probably do want that. We don't have coin for that. I don't know, we'll try that. But yeah, a lot of people who bought their homes for like 200,000 to 300,000, and in the last 10 to 15 years, it just skyrockets to like $1 million valuation. It's wild. 900,000 would get you an actual castle. Yeah, it's crazy. Some places like that. What I find so interesting, I've heard people talk about it, and that they've like considered the possibility or whatever. I think we just need something out here. Is if you do like online content creation, you are a streamer, you do podcasts, like whatever this thing is. Yeah, you could just go live in like Kansas or Ohio, whatever. Or I guess you're saying Ohio's kind of expensive. But you can go live in some place that's much, much smaller. But people still, like, even people do online content. They all like aggregate in LA, and there's a bunch in Texas. It's kind of surprising. It's gonna give us, This is not good. None of these look good. I don't actually know if this is a good play at all. I'm also not sure if it's better to do the 2 damage to face or to the Singe. Kind of the best I could figure out. That's what you're trying to do? Grab an area that's cheap before it skyrockets? I don't think it's a bad idea at all. Yeah, especially with all the work from home stuff now, right? If you're doing anything technical, very good chance that you can just do it from home. Yeah, I don't think we want to Edwin. I'm gonna swing too, which could be a mistake, but I think it's better there. But Ohio's cheap, don't get me wrong. Texas is on a whole nother level. Okay, I don't know the states all that well. You know, in my brain, it's not a giant place, but my geography worldwide is really bad, and that includes the states. I actually like this play. play around Brawl with that trade-off. And other tech companies like Google, Tesla, all that moving to Texas. Yeah, lots of stuff there. I think there's like some game development stuff there. It's the bottom of the U.S. and has a Mexican border. I've got that much. I've got the the general location of Texas down. I can pat myself on the back for that one. I'm also very aware of, how did Homer Simpson put it? America's Wang. Florida down there in the bottom right. 368. These armor smiths are bad for us, like really bad. I think we just don't play around brawls. This is a 4-4. I wonder if you do this and that. I think we just don't play around brawl. Throw out tons of damage. Because if he brawls, him losing both armor smiths is horrible for him. Ohio is northern and isn't too far from BC. Okay, yeah. Well, don't you guys have the Midwest, which is like not at all descriptive of its physical location? You say things are like in the Midwest, and it could be just about anywhere. That's how it feels to me, anyway. But it smells bad. Okay, good to know. Will not be moving there then. Well, this is not great, but we're doing it. Could backstab for the extra 2-2, but 6-6 is probably ideal, even though I'm guessing it's executed or shield slammed here. Yeah, just everything is the Midwest. Isn't it like your East Coast, your West Coast, or your Midwest? That's how I feel when people talk about the states. Oh my god, he's back up to 30. And he could even Alex himself for more. We are in trouble here. Okay, but it's normally northern states. Okay, good to know, good to know. I actually didn't know that. Ugh. I don't actually think we're in this game, but never want to give up. But the southern states, they call it the Southwest. I don't know why that's so funny to me. Okay, we can backstab. Oh god, you can't even do that. I don't know. Don't know much about WoW, but do you know why that card is just a giant head? Which card is just a giant head? Hellscream? Oh, this guy? If I'm sure we are dead. I mean, he's just a dude, as far as I know. Like, I never played WoW, either. Yeah, there's a bit of a body there. One of the things about this game, apparently, I don't know if this is one of the cards from it, but there was like a WoW trading card game before this that I think Ben Brode actually worked on, and a lot of the artwork is taken from that. And if you look up online, there'll be like a full, like, beautiful image. So it could actually be like Gromash with like 2 other people and he's fighting or whatever, and then they just crop it down for the Hearthstone cards. So yeah, there's actually some like really, really good artwork. I do like here, I'm gonna see if I can find it, and I'll show it on stream if I can. Shit, what is his name? What is the 2/3 with Wind Fury? It's like something Farseer. Somebody did an amazing like MS Paint sketch of what they think the rest of the artwork looks like, and I think about it all the time. It makes me laugh so hard. I think that's good. That I'm not sure about. I think we chuck that. Yeah, what is it? Lots of cards that were never even in WoW, like Reno Jackson wasn't. He's created for Hearthstone. Yeah, right. They started to do a lot of that. No, he's a neutral card. He's a 3-mana 2/3 with Wind Fury, and he's like a big orc. Yeah, something Farseer. Frommer, that's it. Frommer Farseer. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can find the. There's like a Reddit post way back in the day. How do I spell that? Thrallmar. Okay. Thrallmar Farseer. Finished art. Okay, we'll just drop this. Can I find it? No. Next. Was it the original? I don't think this is the original one. Let me play my turn out. I think I just hit him in the face. So bad against swipe. Yeah, I think I do just hit him in the face. Maybe this is the original one. Yeah, this is. Yeah, does this pop up on stream? Okay. This is what I think about now every time I see the goddamn card. Not that anyone ever plays it, but yeah, it made me laugh so hard the first time I saw that. Okay, I'm super weak to swipe. But we've got a lot of damage here as well. Wow, is he just gonna smash that with his face? I don't know what it is with this deck. It just seems to do so good against, holy shit, against Druid. Like, this is lethal, right? I'm not even mathing it. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I just ate it to the face. I mean, I played that with Reckless Abandon. I mean, that's not really how you want to open up against a Druid on turn 4, but you don't have swipe, you don't have swipe. Yeah, nice turn 4. I guess that's, I mean, it's probably a more like ramp Druid, right? If you just don't draw any like wild growth or anything like that, you can actually just get a handful of shitty high cost cards. It's pretty sad.
Valir versus Malfurion. I must protect Pokemon.
Watch
More Druid. We gotta keep up our Druid win rate. I only like that because it's easy to combo. Yeah, coin, it's so good. It is really good. Against Druid, I think I'm still going to chuck it. I know it's normally like the right call to take it. A second eviscerate was probably not better. I'm really hoping for like a, what do I have in here? Like a Defias or a, was actually thinking the other Murloc that spawns a 1/1. This is pretty bad. I wish I had kept it. But that's why you're in Legend, and we're playing Murlocs in Gold. There's our Defias a turn late. I think we just do this. You can coin Edwin there. Maybe that's the move. Yeah, maybe that was the move. Jeez, we might just be playing terribly here. I think this might let us do something big and scary all in one turn, but I don't know. This is just a weird hand. 2 Eviscerates, 2 Shivs. Not great activators.
The light protects me.
He's very token druid heavy. Okay, I don't mind that. Alright, we can get Edwin out here as a 6/6. I guess he shivved the bubble. It's a good chance that we do get silenced. I'm not sure we had any other great plays there. Yeah, there it is. Sorry, SI7. Alright. Making up for last time. If he doesn't have combo like right as soon as we hit 9, this actually might not be too bad, but I don't know. In general, I really hate our position. And he might not even need the full combo. He might just like single or double Savage Roar this and completely destroy us that way too. Like, I want more cards, but giving him more card draw is just so bad. I can't believe we're playing so board control-y here. Did we do it? I think we have to get that out. Like, with the hero power, he still wipes everything, and I'm pretty sure he will. Unless he just swipes this. Okay, it's a lot less good without the spell damage. I wonder if we just roll out both of these war leaders and pray. I really just don't want to draw him cards. We could just Abyss this thing. It's got to be the right move. And then we can do this and get ready for a deadly poison. Yeah, okay. It's not horrible. I just don't really know what our win condition is. Honestly, I guess old Murkai. If this could stay alive. Okay, definitely not staying alive. Win condition is Smork. It's kind of the idea. So he's on 9 next turn. Yeah, but good luck with that. Yeah, I mean, you're definitely right. If I would have held on to the SI7 instead of throwing it away, we would have opened up way stronger. I'm tempted, though, to just do this. If he's on combo, he's on combo. Whatever. Actually, a backstab is not the worst thing. There's not going to be much else to backstab, and it's either that or I tank it now. But I think that's just going to be better. It's actually not the worst turn. And he might be tempted to combo. Let's see, he could just force a nature actually to remove this. I can't believe he's digging more though. It's a good thing that that thing doesn't die first. Alright, what do we have? Blade Flurry. That's 5, 8. It's a lot. Alright. I don't think there's any point of using that now. It might be an activator. I don't know. I don't even know what it would be an activator for. Oh, this guy didn't want to hero power up with his face. How strange. Okay, combo kills us. But there's not really much you can do about that. Might as well just throw this out. And hope it's in the bottom 8 cards of his deck. This feels like he's mathing it. This feels like he's just taking his sweet time. Yeah. Alright. Well, we started off real weak in that game, but we actually came back and kind of made it a game. Would have had him down to 3 there. Yeah, don't hate this list. I feel like there's some potential to make a decent aggro rogue. I think I'll probably do that tomorrow. I think that's all I'm going to do today. I very much appreciate you guys coming to hang out. I've said it before, but I don't know. It is just a blast having anyone, especially return people, come back. This is, I don't know. This is so cool. I can't get over it. So, thank you very much. You have a great rest of your night as well. Grizzly Geezer, Nolan Knox, thank you very much. And, yeah, obviously check out YouTube, check out Twitch, whatever. Artifacts, free RPG in the description of both. And, see you tomorrow, hopefully.